Hey, good evening, meteorologist Zach Gilday here. It is a live update. It is that time, 10:57 on this Saturday. It's been a nice day, and it seems like we were just talking about sub-zero temperatures, snow, just brutal cold. But March is here, and now we are shifting to severe weather. So springtime is upon us, and today is March 1st, about to be March 2nd, and we have a severe storm risk coming up. I see everybody tuning in. Edward, good evening. I see Brendan. I see Dwayne and Harrison. Springer's in the air. Matthew, definitely. Matthew Lowe, definitely. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So if you missed the newscast, I do want to show you what we have right now. So we've got so this is a day 4 convective outlook. So tomorrow we are going to have the day 3. Now, what this means is the probability of having severe weather within 25 miles per hour of 1 point. So if you are in that dark orange, that burnt orange color, that means you have a 30% probability of severe weather within 25 miles of 1 point within that shade. And the yellow is a 15% chance. So the whole forecast area, all of Northwest Arkansas, all of the River Valley has that severe storm threat coming up for Tuesday. So I wanted to show you that right off the bat. But yeah, right now it's pretty quiet. So we're talking about Tuesday, no issues tonight. It's looking quiet. A few high clouds are thinning out. And if you look at our Harrison camera, it has a good view. Let me load it up. We can see clouds are gone. I looked at it a little bit earlier, and we had a little bit of cloud cover, maybe in the top right-hand corner of the screen. You can see a few high clouds, but definitely thinning out. And tonight, I do think it's going to be getting quite cold. So let's look at it. Pretty quiet weather for us. I think tonight looks dry. There is a system. You can see the spin in the atmosphere right there, moving into the desert southwest. So a little bit of energy. This will give us some chances for rain Sunday evening, maybe even a few thunderstorms, but I'm not too concerned about severe weather. So putting the map into motion, this is a measure of the vorticity, the spin in the atmosphere. We can see that wave moving in, but notice as it gets closer to us, it's kind of falling apart. And I think that's what's going to be happening Sunday evening. Here's on 9 p.m. And here's a future track showing those storms off to our west, but as they enter Northwest Arkansas, River Valley, they kind of fall apart. They weaken. We could see some moderate rainfall briefly, mainly 11 p.m. Sunday to around 2 a.m. Monday, and then beyond that, we should dry out. Monday, here's daybreak Monday. Looks quiet. I think most of Monday looks dry, but there will be a gusty south wind, and that will usher in higher dew points, higher humidity. The question is, will the instability return? Because the dynamics are going to be off the charts. We're going to have a whole lot of wind shear. The moisture in the atmosphere will be high. Now, will we have the instability? That is the question. I think Monday, I think it's going to be a pretty cloudy day. We have cloud cover increasing, 60s both days, and we can see those lows climbing. That's a sign that the atmosphere, the moisture content is increasing. It's not allowing for temperatures to cool down all that much during the overnight hours because that moisture kind of keeps us warmer. River Valley, mid 40s Monday morning, mid 60s Monday afternoon, increasing cloud cover. We can see these winds Monday really cranking up. That is some windy conditions. And here's Tuesday. This is the day of the storms. We're expecting south winds gusting up to 35, maybe 40 miles per hour. And then beyond that, here's Wednesday. We have a northwest wind that is quite strong too. Here is the energy offshore. We can see the spin in the atmosphere. There it is. That's Tuesday's severe storm potential, just offshore California. There it is. Now let's take it into motion. Again, the same map, just a little bit further west and a different model. Vorticity, measure of the spin in the atmosphere. Now, this system a whole lot more robust than the system that will give us chances for rain Sunday. So we're looking at two different waves. We've got this wave This will give us the rain Sunday. That should be on a weakening trend. But all this is strengthening as it continues to dig down south, putting us in the southwest flow. You see this energy right here, that's getting up to peak energy. So that's getting top of the scale. And then that's going to be moving in. And then even beyond that, another system Friday looks to be moving in. So we are still far out. So not a lot of our models can get a good idea of what's going on. We have the European model, the long range models, GFS American model. Here's the NAM 20 kilometer. Let's see what it does. Moving in. The resolution is not as high as models like the HRRR or like the graph model. The graph model will reach further into Tuesday, and I'll show you that in just a second. But Tuesday, here's 7 a.m. Storms forming off to the west, moving in, I think midday. So it's going to be an interesting event. So usually especially in northwest Arkansas, we have the storms forming off to our west, usually during the afternoon, evening, moving into our forecast area. It's usually an overnight event, but this looks to be more of a midday afternoon type setup. So will the atmosphere destabilize before the energy gets here? That's going to be the question. And here's a close-up look. So still day 4, stay tuned for the day 3, because the potential for strong to severe storms is increasing for northwest Arkansas and for the River Valley for this Tuesday coming up. And we have some more models. Here is the European model. It shows, you can see the low. It's a big system. Here are those storms. Here's Tuesday, 7 a.m. Widespread rain across Oklahoma, Tulsa area. Moves into our forecast area. See, the European is a little bit slower than the GFS American model. And look at what happens on the back side of this low. So here's the low. You can see the circle right here. That is the center of the low. Here's the cold front, dry line. On the back side of it, here's the dry slot. On the back side of it, we have some wintry precipitation showing up. Now, are we expecting impacts from this? No. But I think further north, they could be, definitely. It's a big system. It just shows you the strength of this system on the backside of it. We're cooling down that much. Wednesday, 7 a.m. And then it's out of here. Sky's clear. But that will be a stout northwesterly breeze. Wednesday is not going to be a warm day at all. Thursday is dry. See, here's the instability. Definitely off to our west. It's not all that strong over northwest Arkansas, but with the dynamics that we are seeing, we don't need a whole lot of instability to have these storms happen. So that's kind of the bottom line here. 11:05 p.m. right now, just doing this live update, just quickly, just showing you what's going to be happening. We're going to be doing a lot more of these updates as we get closer to the events. So tomorrow we'll have more information on the severe storm types. Will we be seeing large hail, damaging winds, tornado potential, flood potential? I can tell you this: there's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, and a lot of the models are showing some pretty heavy rain. So they could be seeing some flood potential. So today's Saturday, so we got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So let's look at 3-day precipitation totals for the rain. Now, I haven't really answered any of the questions yet. I just wanted to give you a brief overview, but let me just show you this. Here are some rain totals. Now, this is a 3-day, so it's through sometime during the day Tuesday, so this might be a little bit underdone, but definitely I think rain is pretty much a guarantee Tuesday, and storms are looking likely. So, half inch up to 1 inch. I think several inches locally will be a possibility for us. So now I'm going to look at some of the questions here. So I'm a little bit behind, but that's the outlook. All right, so let me go up to the top here. Well, see, right now we just have the probability risk. Tomorrow we're actually going to be in the risk that we're used to seeing. The general thunderstorms up to the top of the scale there. But yeah. So I think confidence is increasing in the storms Tuesday. Yeah, it's been amazing, Kenzie. Today was nice and mild too. Tomorrow shouldn't be that bad. I do think cloud cover. I think tomorrow is more of a filtered sun type day, and it's going to be quite breezy. So tomorrow is not going to be as nice as what we saw today, but still shouldn't be a bad day. Um, Logan is in Athens, Alabama. Okay, appreciate you joining in, Logan. Let me see what your risk is. I think you're east of it. There's Alabama. All right, let's see what else we got here. Breeze, I see it in Fort Smith. Brendan, I think the storms are going to be a line of storms coming in. I think it's going to be pretty messy. Heavy rain. Let me show you. Let me show you the graph in just a second. Oh, Edward guaranteed live Tuesday. Yeah, Ava, that's always a great point. We'll have to see if it's capped, and we'll have to, sometimes if there is a strong cap, that actually makes it worse for severe weather because you want to contain the instability earlier in the day, and then once the cap breaks, then all craziness happens. But if the cap is weak, storms just fire up, and it's not conducive to um, supercells. Yeah, it's too early for this, Brendan. Fayetteville Fizzle, I would be all for it. Yeah, Lisa. So I do think we're going to be seeing some decent rainfall totals here. I think 1 to 1.5 inches area wide, and locally, if we get some stronger storms, I think several inches possible. So flash flooding will definitely be a concern for us here. Oh, Eileen, really? Yeah, hate to hear it. Yeah. So yeah, hope you can get that cleaned up. Different setup from what we saw on the Memorial Day weekend, but still the threat for tornadoes is there for Tuesday. Oh, just jumped. Comments. Sorry, I'm trying to get caught up on these comments. That's why the slides are not changing. Um, yeah, I haven't really been forecasting for Alabama. I would imagine so. It's a big system. Let me, because you're on here, let me take a look for you. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Here's the European model. So there's a Sunday evening. That's a weak system. It's definitely decreasing in strength, but this is a massive system. We can see those storms firing up over Oklahoma Tuesday morning, moving into our forecast area. Staying strong into Alabama there, Logan. Let me show you the risk. Hold on. Stand by. So here's the day 4. This is for us. Let's see what the day 5 looks like. All right, stand by. Hold on. Got to load it up. Get the day 5 convective outlook for Logan. Here it is. You zoom out. Yeah, so day 5's east of is east of it, but of Alabama, but you're definitely in the risk for these storms here coming up. But for you, it's going to be later than Tuesday. It's going to be more Tuesday night into Wednesday morning type deal. Okay. You're welcome, Cindy. Yeah, and that goes for everybody. Tuesday, it's a day where you don't want to be caught out because we're talking midday, early afternoon. Everybody's going to be rushing around. School is going to be getting let out. Work people are going to be leaving from work. We could be seeing torrential rain, hail, winds, and damaging winds. That is definitely a possibility. Tornado potential is there too. So Tuesday is a day that we all have to watch out for. Yeah, let's look at the moisture return. Looks pretty good. Let me show you this. Like this. All right, so here's Monday. Dew point still. So right now, it is dry. I don't know if you notice. There's not a lot of moisture because we had that cold front Friday. Here are the dew points. 20s and 30s. It's dry air. But here's what's going to be happening. See the dew points going up to the 50s. Now, the 60s seem to be south of us, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is underdone. So the moisture return looks pretty good. And for this time of year, it is definitely anomalous. Yeah, it does, Mason. Yeah. Definitely a digging trough, intense system. Yeah, so Shaley, so what time and grab it? So here's the deal with this. We're still 3 days out. Today's Saturday. Timing, we're really going to get a better idea on timing once the shorter range models come out. Let me load up the graph. Here's a shorter range model that will get a good idea. And keep in mind, this model is usually a little bit too fast with the onset of the precipitation. Here's Sunday. Here's the Sunday rain. Monday dry. It's Monday afternoon. All right, here's Tuesday. Here's Tuesday daybreak. Go forward in time. That's 9 a.m. So I think this. So I would add a few hours to this. So we're still far out. This will likely change, but as of right now, I'm thinking late morning, early afternoon, which I don't like. But it could be good that the instability will not be as great because the sun will not have time to heat things up. Graph has it out of here by 2 p.m. I think that's underdone too. So I think it's more early afternoon to around 5 p.m. I think that's the timing. So interesting timing is going to be during the day. Yep. So yeah, heard some comments about you able to see that line coming in. Yeah, we've got plenty of great weather cameras to see it coming in. Now, if you yourself want to go outside and get a picture, just keep in mind lightning is deadly and it's very dangerous to go out and do that. Shauna, it is Tuesday is the day. So For those just tuning in, the reason why we're doing this is Tuesday, first event of the year, severe weather wise of the season. It is March 1st. Yeah, see, hail, not too concerned about that, Alexa, because of the nature of these storms, that line of storms. Hail's usually not a big threat when it's a line, but we can definitely see some severe hail. Lydia, I'm right there with you. I hope it won't be too severe either. Yes, and you saw those storms firing up. So Oklahoma will be a little bit earlier than what Northwest Arkansas gets, Albert. Brandon, good question. So this is a very strong storm, and we're talking winds. I think will be the main threat here with this storm. Winds and heavy rain. So destructive is 80-mile-per-hour winds. So will we see that? That's pretty rare, Brendan. It's not out of the question. So I think 70 is more likely, but 80, we're going to have to wait and see. Hey, well, Lydia, we're right here for you. If you have the weather app, you can download that and you get updates on when a severe storm is issued for your area. If you turn on the location capabilities, it will give you lightning updates, and it will tell you when we go live. Well, I didn't send, for those of you who have the app, I did not send out a alert for this live updates just because it's Saturday evening, nothing's imminent. But if there were imminent storms, I would send out a push to the app, and then you could click on the app, and it would take you to our website, and then you could watch this stream from our website. Okay. Yeah, just reading comments. Ava, just keep in mind, like we're still early, so we're talking a line of storms, QLCS potential. So along the line, there could be spin up tornadoes, and they could be brief, but definitely just as deadly as supercells. Because just because you're not seeing supercells forming, just because it's more of a the time frame isn't what it usually is, we could still see that tornado potential. Now, is it going to be through the roof? No, Ava, but it's definitely still going to be there for us. And I see what you're thinking, and I do like the thought. Yeah, I could teach you more about instability, Edward. Yeah, I'm sure we have some graphics that can explain it nicely, but it's pretty much just the thunderstorm fuel. Yeah, Davin, I do think that will be one of the potential modes of severe weather for Tuesday. Is it the main concern that we have? No, but definitely I think all modes. So we got large hail, damaging winds, tornadoes, flash flooding. All of that looks to be possible Tuesday. Yeah, I do think it will be a potential shot for Tuesday. My confidence is increasing. I do think that we are going to be seeing some strong storms moving in. Now, will there be severe? Will it be widespread severe? That's a question. And I'm a little bit interested to see, actually very interested to see what the latest SPC risk will be. And they're going to be sending that out later on this evening, probably after midnight a little bit. So if anybody else is still up, go to SPC, Storm Prediction Center, and you'll see the latest risk. Or you can wait till tomorrow and I'll show it to you myself. But yeah, it's cooling down. Cooling down this evening. The moisture return is not there. 39 in Fayetteville. Or you can't even see it. Yeah. 39 in Fayetteville. It's getting pretty cold. So still looking at comments. Hey, appreciate it, Logan. Yeah, and feel free to always ask questions about wherever you are. Yeah, because well, I'll do my best. Even though you know, the main forecast is Northwest Arkansas. If somebody else is on here, if they have family members, friends in other parts of the country, if they're on vacation, feel free to ask about the weather, and we'll do our best to forecast for you. Great question. And yeah, I'm sure I saw some of you this past February 25th. Um, I went to the Skywarn training session, and it was great. National Weather Service Tulsa, Ed Kalanisi did a great job with the presentation, and they're really good partners that we have. So I think we have a graphic here, Brady. If we don't, I'm sorry, but hold on, let me try and find it. So stand by. Ooh. Yeah, so I just looked in the graphics library and I searched Skywarn and nothing popped up. But you can go to our website, knwa.com, and we have an article that Peyton Langford wrote about all the Skywarn training sessions that will be offered. I think there's one in Bentonville coming up, and I know there's one in Fort Smith coming up. So they're definitely out there. And when they are closer, we'll talk about them on the newscast too. Yeah. All right, back to the comments. All right, let me go down here. Okay. Do you think we'll get a warning or watch for something? Oh yeah. I think there'll be a severe storm watch for Tuesday issued during the morning. And I think there will be some severe weather warnings. So me personally, I do think there will be severe weather for as somewhere in the coverage area on Tuesday. I think there will be severe weather. All right. Let me. I like to read the comments before I put them on. So like that's why I'm kind of pausing. All right, you let me keep going down. Tell me about it. And I get those same alerts too because I have the app. Yeah, Donita, we're going through timing. So Tuesday is the day that we are watching. And I still haven't shown the graph model yet. I'm going to show it right now. Here it is. So here's a higher resolution. Actually, I did show the graph model, but I'll show it again. It's getting late. All right. So this model is usually a little bit too quick with the onset of the precipitation. So here's 7 a.m. Tuesday. Here's Rudy, 9 a.m. This is what this model shows, but I think it's more noontime. So I would probably add on 3 hours to this model here. And as we go into the afternoon hours, as some heavy rain, storms will be all over the place. I think it's going to be definitely worth doing lives for. Yeah, yeah, shelf cloud. When we get these squall lines, shelf clouds are what you can see usually when they come in. Shelf cloud or a roll cloud. Um, And when you're seeing that, you're not experiencing the rain yet, but you are most likely experiencing the outflow winds, and that's kind of how it forms. And um, the rain will come after the shelf cloud. And I'm sure we have a graphic for that. And I know Edward wanted to learn more about the instability, but I really want to get to all these questions first because I'm like a little bit behind. Okay, so you'll get an update for a tornado warning, um, if you have the app. And yeah, so yeah. But if there's no warning issued, then no. So, um, yeah, it's a clear night, Cindy. Yeah, see what you're talking about. A lot of stars. A great camera. Ready? Let's do a tour. It's Posey Mountain. Ah, can't see the stars as well. What else do we have? Huntsville. Oh, got a bad glare. But yeah, you can see stars. Mount Sequoia. The resolution for the Mount Sequoia camera isn't as good as Harrison Gaither Mountain. All right. All right. I'm not sure what you mean by the rotation feature. Do you mean um the velocity? All right, so I'm all caught up on the questions, but I do see people still asking about the map and about the rundown because some people have just joined. So here's the risk. Yeah, so we got now the yellow shade is probabilities, so it's not a slight risk. It's a 15% probability that a severe storm will happen within 25 miles of a point in the yellow shade. So that's what the yellow means. Oh yeah, Brendan. Um, yeah. I'm not sure why it doesn't. I can check on that for you and get back to you. But yeah, I don't think it has velocity. It may, but I'm not really sure about. Yeah, because I use WSI because like WSI is this computer, so like we have velocity and Mega Doppler has velocity. So we don't really look at the app when we're doing our forecasting, but I can check on it for you, and it should it should have the velocity. But yeah, Brendan, I will look into that for you and get back to you. So not that orange because day 3 we're going away from this color scale. We'll be in the you know in the marginal up to the high. That's that scale. So we can talk about that tomorrow when the Storm Prediction Center will issue their probability for the tornado potential. And Edward, I'll have a graphic for you tomorrow. showing you exactly what you're asking. But yeah, so live updates. Appreciate everybody for being on. It's 11:32 p.m. and yeah, been doing this for 38 minutes. Feel free to ask any questions. I know Edward was talking about instability. I can see if I have a graphic real quick about that. But yeah. So severe weather is back for Tuesday. Ooh. Hmm. Yeah, so Edward, I don't really have an explainer graphic for the instability, but I can try and find one for you. Yeah, Logan, I see your comment. Hey, yeah, and no worries. Yeah, yeah, you're not bothering us at all. I mean, like we love the questions, so keep them coming. And yeah, yeah, I know that the you can see the planets. The planets are visible. And earlier during the evening, the moon was low on the horizon, and one of our production assistants, Katie, saw Jupiter and the moon. But you know how Fayetteville is so hilly. Once she got to the station, couldn't see it anymore. All right. Ava's got a comment. So it does show active rotation spots on the radar if you enable all the overlays. And like, okay, Ava, yeah, yeah, okay. Edward, yes, there is another system on Friday. We have a system Monday or Sunday evening, early Monday morning. Tuesday is the system that we are all watching about, and Thursday is another system, or Friday is another system. And I'll show you that. I'll show it to you right now. So here's the big system for Tuesday. A lot of energy. And here's what Edward's talking about. Little brief break in the action Thursday, but here's Friday. It's another system. Do we dare look at a computer model for a precipitation type? I don't know if anybody else has seen some of the ensemble members for the GFS model. It's going nuts, showing snow for the week after next. Now, you can pretty much throw that in the garbage, but definitely something to watch for. But yeah, Friday, let's see what's going on. Okay, it just jumped. All right, so we got, yeah, like what we've been thinking, cold rain, the snow to our north, thankfully. Brendan, yeah, great comment. So, will there be morning convection hindering the severe weather potential? Yeah, any convection that happens out ahead of that main line will, sap the instability, but could also cause a boundary to form, an outflow boundary. And if we dry out, we get the sun coming out briefly. The boundary is still there. When the line comes in, the interaction with the main line and that boundary, that could be the focus for a QLCS tornado. So it's kind of toss up here with whether or not you want that morning convection. But usually, in most cases, the morning convection will make the instability less. Hey, Josh Rugger is on the stream. Baja Blast, bro. Yeah, severe weather potential is back. Happy first day of meteorological spring. Say that 3 times fast. Pre-workout Baja Blast, yeah, that would supercharge the workout for sure. I could have used that this morning. Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff and I hit legs. We should have had a couple of Baja Blasts first thing. Nope. Edward knows sunlight is not good before it storms. Davin wants some more snow. Does anybody else want more snow, or is it just Davin? Feel free to leave a comment. You know, for me, I could go for one more big snow. Might be an unpopular opinion, but I would be all for it. Make a snow map. Let's go. But yeah, the purpose of this live. Oh wait, was that comment? It better not snow. Oh, Davin's comment was it better not snow. Okay. Okay. It's about 50-50. So we got Edward wants snow. Josh Rugger does not want snow. All right. Scott Rogers, I'll take more snow. Former Montanan. Scott, I've been to Montana. Beautiful country. The air is so fresh. Brendan will take snow over severe weather any day. Yeah, see, in New England, it will stay cold and it will stay snowy all the way through early May. Yeah, I'd say most people do not want more snow, and I can understand that because after what we just saw with the roads being horrendous for a couple days, yeah, I can kind of get why you don't want more snow. But big system coming in. The question is, will the instability return? Now, keep in mind, we don't need a whole lot of instability for these storms to go crazy because there will be lifts, there will be a lot of moisture. We have the forcing. It only takes a little bit for these storms to go nuts. And the instability will be there. Yeah. Yeah, Teddy. Yeah, I'll show the risk map again. Show it right now for you. But keep in mind, this is about to be updated. We are about to be in the day 3. So here's the day 4, and this is not what we're used to. These are probabilities. So day 4 right here. So we got the yellow. It's a 15% probability of having severe weather within 25 miles of one point in that yellow shade. So that's what it means for the yellow. The burnt orange is 30% chance. And pretty soon, just after midnight, we are going to be in the day 3. And when that gets issued, I will look at that later on tonight, and I will show you that tomorrow in another live stream that I'll be doing. And you can check yourself. You can go to stormpredictioncenter.com and look at all the outlooks there. No, Edward, that would be another hour. See, I still have to do some more work. So once I end this Facebook Live, my day is not done just yet. I still have to do some more work here. So don't get me wrong. I love doing these lives and getting everybody updated, but I have to sleep and hit the gym at some point. All right. Okay. Yeah. See, maybe for Little Rock, but for us, in Northwest Arkansas, I think it's more questionable. So, Adam, we're still far out here with this risk. I definitely see the thinking. It's not a bad thought to think that in the back of your mind, but it's my job to tell you the risk, and even if there's a small chance of this happening, I want to let you know about it. So we're not trying to overhype it here. We're not trying to you know do clickbait with these graphics, but the risk is there, and that's why we're doing this. Ava, so when you're not 3 a.m. model updates, yeah, yeah, I'll see those when they come out, especially if we're in a pattern like this. Yeah, words of wisdom from Josh here. So it's way too early to say if something is going to be a bust or not. It's possible for sure. It's also possible this pans out. So definitely that is our thinking. And um yeah, all right, let me see this comment. Yeah, so see, it doesn't take a lot of instability here because the forcing will definitely be there. The dynamics, the wind shear is going to be off the chart. There's going to be veering winds. The winds at the surface are going to be stronger than what I think we're thinking here. Um, and that will give us, if the winds at the surface are stronger, severe storm potential will be greater because the wind shear will be greater too. So if the system was coming in around April or May, this could be a major outbreak, much more instability. Yeah, I agree generally with that, but it doesn't take much to have these storms fire off, especially with the dynamics in place. Yeah, Josh said it. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, still a few days out in the early stages. Now I did show some models earlier. I can show it again. Now we've got the 20-kilometer NAM. That's what I've been showing. That's the best we got this far out. Where is it? There it is. But tomorrow I will be deleting this graphic. 7 a.m. There it is. Pretty low resolution model, but it gives you an idea that the timing of these storms is not your typical storms form in Oklahoma during the evening hours, moving into our area at night. It's going to be more of a midday type deal, maybe late morning, early afternoon, give or take a few hours. That's the timing. All right, so here's a graph model. Again, this model is usually a little bit too early with the precipitation. That's Sunday. So I do think rain will happen tomorrow. Late evening, early Monday morning. I think we'll be out of here by daybreak. So by the time Josh gets in Monday morning, forget about it, no issues. But those winds are going to be cranking. Let me see the graph model for the winds. So this will show you that the instability or the moisture content in the atmosphere will be increasing. Check out this graphic. Here are the wind gusts. So here's a graphic that I made. It doesn't tell you the direction. I should probably add that, but just general idea. We're entering a windy stretch here, and Monday and Tuesday, those winds will be out of the south, and the moisture will be flooding back in. Wednesday, that wind will be out of the northwest, and that's why Wednesday is going to be getting pretty chilly. All right, so we got, let me show you the graph model. find it. We got forecast wind. All right. So Sunday, standby. Here it is. The winds in the morning are light. The winds and the cloud cover on the increase Sunday. Here's the evening. That's pretty breezy. Sunday night is windy. Here's Monday morning daybreak. All day Monday, those south winds are going to be just cranked up. Look at this. This is nuts here. Now, this is the forecasted wind gusts. We're getting up into wind advisory levels up there. 52 miles per hour. Fayetteville wind gust. That's Tuesday, 1 a.m. Big system. It just goes to show how strong this system is. Yeah, that's pretty wild. I think that might be a bit overdone there for the 52 mile per hour. 56. So keep in mind, severe wind gusts is 58 miles per hour. It is windy. It's cranking. That's nuts. 40. That's windy. Still windy. So these winds, see, this is why I think our severe storm potential definitely worth talking about. Ava, my favorite model at this point in time. That's a good question. Well, at this point in time, I've kind of the NAM. NAM nailed both of those snow events, or at least did a better job with that second round. That second round probably not so much, but the first round it did pretty well, and we're getting out of winter time. The NAM does better with the winter storm, so kind of more NAM, but pretty soon it's going to be back to the HRRR because that does better with the severe weather, the convective storms. What's your favorite model, Ava? Hey, let's go. The NAM for the win. All right, yeah. Day 2 outlook. Stand by. Let's keep on looking at these winds though first. Yeah. See. Here's the front. So I'll put that in quotes because it's not really a cold front. It's the front that separates the moist air from the dry air. And then we get dry slotted, and could see some precipitation on the backside of all this. And if you believe the European model, snow. I'll show what I mean. So we got the European model. All right, here it is. So we got, here's the storm coming in. Look at that big system. That shows the pink. That's a mix. So it just shows you the strength of this storm system on the backside of this big low coming in and cooling us down like that. And then for Wednesday, the wind is strong out of the northwest. All right, day 2 outlook. Let me load that up. Standby. All right, so this is for Sunday into Monday. Or actually, no, it's not. It's for Sunday into Monday. Or this always confuses me. Yeah, so here's the day 2 outlook. It's being clipped by the marginal. Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait and see what the day 3 is. This is for Monday into Tuesday here. So through Tuesday, 7 a.m., this is what this risk is for. And pretty soon, probably 45 minutes, they'll have the day 3 update. Yeah, so we could be seeing. All right, let me get caught up in these comments. Edward, no, there's not. Nope, not Sunday morning. There'll be no 6 a.m. broadcasts. There will be on Monday morning. Yeah. All right. So I think I got all the comments. But bottom line is, storms are back in the forecast for Tuesday, entering a more active pattern. Here's the instability. See, it's definitely there, but it kind of breaks apart. Then it goes away. Let's see Friday. The instability returns. A little bit. Friday, instability returns. A little bit. All right, well, okay, so here is the 7-day forecast. If you missed the newscast, here is your lucky day. We got showers tomorrow evening. Not too bad, though. Most of Sunday looks quiet. Those winds picking up, especially in the afternoon, evening. Monday is a windy day. I think cloud cover looks to win out. And Tuesday is the day that we have to watch. Another system on Friday. And look at Saturday. We are springing forward, turning the clocks ahead, losing sleep, but gaining sun, which is pretty cool. I'll take some more sunlight in the evening. River Valley, same deal. Stay tuned for Tuesday. A little bit milder. Yeah, check out those low temperatures increasing, just showing you that the instability or that the moisture will be making a return. Yeah, Davin. Yeah, so Tuesday night, yeah, on the backside of the big system Tuesday, we could see a little bit of wintry weather on the backside of that. But as far as impacts, I'm not concerned about that, and we probably won't see the snow. Maybe the high terrain areas of northwest Arkansas, but most people won't. Yep, daylight savings time, Scott. I hear you on daylight savings time, but I don't mind the longer days because for my shift, we stay late. I'll take the extra sun, but yeah, losing sleep, never like, don't want that. Do not want that. But yeah, 11:57 p.m. About to be midnight, about to be Sunday. So, good evening, about to be good morning. But I think for me, I'm going to sign off because I still have to do a few more things. before I go, and I'll be back on tomorrow evening, and maybe we'll be seeing some different updates here with the models, and we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, Edward. Edward's saying sign off at midnight. Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's just do that. Wait a couple more minutes. So I'll show you the risk one more time and the future track one more time. So here's the risk. As of right now, the main threat is still to our east, but the whole area is highlighted in the yellow. 15% probability of having severe storms within 25 miles of 1 point in that yellow shade. So that's us. That's the whole forecast area. And here's a model. Okay, yeah, Jacob, I was about to sign off. So enhanced risk covers Northwest Arkansas. I think they'll put us in the slight maybe for the day 3 and the enhanced towards southeast. That could be shifted eastward with later updates, but that's what I think here. But the day 3 has not been released yet. We have to wait a little bit longer. Yeah, Logan. So I'll probably do a live after the 10:30. I don't know. What would you guys? What would everybody rather have? Do you like the lives a little earlier, or because I've been doing them mainly after the 10:30? See, Sunday is the day where I could do them a little bit earlier. I could do it in between 7 and 9 in that time frame. I could do that. Good morning, everybody. It's midnight. Good night. No, but yeah. So I could do it tomorrow in between 7 8 p.m. I could do that because we have a show at 9 on Fox 24, and then we have KNWA News at 10. So usually just 10:30 is what I've been doing. Yeah. So I saw one comment. Edward likes after 10:30. Yeah. Yeah. So Logan, I'll probably just do it tomorrow at 10:30, or probably a little bit after, because like the show ends, then I got to set it all up and just get ready. All right. Davin likes the late lives. Later lives are good. Yeah, I figured later lives are probably good because everybody's day is pretty much over, and yeah. All right. Yeah. We'll keep them late then. I don't mind staying up. All right, 12:01. Here's the risk about to be updated. All right, here it is. I'm going to sign off and get some rest and get ready for tomorrow. But until then, everybody stay safe, enjoy the quiet weather while it's here, and have a good night.